Good evening. We begin tonight by examining the homelessness dilemma plaguing mid-Missouri. In this latest installment of Beyond the Crisis, KRCG 13's Sarah Cummings and Grace Gillis explore community attitudes, examining how residents feel about the issue.
This week, we focus our efforts in Columbia, where frustrations over homelessness seem to be reaching a boiling point.
Popular Facebook groups illustrating resident outrage as some in the community demand accountability and answers from city leaders.
They argue the homelessness crisis is right on their doorstep, in some instances even making its way to their backyard. It's a growing, complex problem with no one solution.
If anybody listens to the discussion and says, well, you guys don't have an answer on how to take care of this, well, you're sort of right.
The one thing many residents do know, they're deeply frustrated with the state of homelessness in Columbia.
There is a lot of reality here between the thievery, the drugs, the abuse, and any other kind of crime that follows this group around. And it's not simply because they are criminals themselves, but criminals follow people that need.
Columbia podcast host Tom Bradley giving a voice to an opinion that some residents in the area share. Countless photos and citizen outrage circulating social media, along with a popular Facebook page devoted to showing homelessness in Columbia.
After speaking with multiple residents, a common theme emerged, a plea for more action to be taken to address homelessness.
One concern stood out to us in particular, the unhoused camping out on private property, leaving one resident feeling unsafe in her own backyard.
We sat down with that resident to hear her story.
It's disturbing. We couldn't let our kids go outside and play.
After living in the same 9-acre home in Northwest Columbia for years, this resident and her husband, who prefer to remain anonymous, soon found their family dealing with a difficult situation.
We got to looking around, and then we were finding where people were sleeping on our property.
Over the span of the last 5 years, the couple discovered anywhere from 7 to 9 unhoused individuals also made the property their home without permission.
We just felt victimized.
Safety quickly became the primary concern. She says among those staying on the property, a registered sex offender.
We didn't feel safe. We discovered that there was a registered sex offender using our address as a check-in.
KRCG 13 confirmed an individual on the Missouri State Highway Patrol sex offender list did register a temporary home address within a half-mile of the family's residence. The couple also found an overwhelming amount of debris piling up.
But the amount of trash and the amount of items that we found was just astonishing.
That's why the City of Columbia's Office of Neighborhood Services, charged with enforcing health code violations involving trash, stepped in.
The responsibility to maintain that property goes back to the owner.
Lee Kotwitz works in the Office of Neighborhood Services. She says under current city policy, property owners violating city codes are given a notice.
There's not an easy answer.
If the issue is not resolved, owners could face fines or be billed for the city hiring outside groups to clean up their property.
Right now, there's not another resource that could come in and just help someone take care of their property.
While Kotwitz encourages property owners to contact Columbia police if unhoused people are on their land, the woman we talked to says she did several times. CPD even arresting multiple individuals, only to have the unsheltered come back time and time again.
They would be removed only to be back a few days later.
According to the Office of Neighborhood Services, the group first contacted the homeowners in December and put eviction notices instructing the unhoused to leave. However, the resident says she's been pleading with the city to help for years.
It got to the point that nobody was doing anything and we were being ignored.
A looming city fine, which the resident claims to be as high as $15,000, forced the family to use their own time and money to clean up the trash in March.
I believe that we should be concerned about our homeless people. If we're going to allow them into our city, then we need to know how to take care of them and not leave it on the private landowners.
The Office of Neighborhood Services tells us residents with unhoused individuals staying on their property have taken it upon themselves to resolve any code violations. They say cases have yet to reach a point where abatement is needed.
The manager we spoke with says while she understands property owners' frustration, her office doesn't set these policies, it only enforces them.
We reached out to Columbia Mayor Barbara Buffalo, as well as the city's spokesperson, to get a better understanding of these policies and the reasoning behind them. We never heard back.